Canton Central Catholic taking their first time out. You wonder what the thinking was taking the timeout with just 10 seconds left. But after a long pause here, we'll get back underway. So back to action here as Canton Central Catholic will have possession. They'll take this one out from the top. From the far sideline. Even McCoolus sending this down low. Ball loose there, but McCoolus will pick this up, no problem. Little pressure from Rothenbuehler. Shot from out at the point, and it's going to be a great save by Ralph Mold here, and that's going to bring us to the end of the first quarter here at Canton Central Catholic with the Bulldogs. They trail the Crusaders by a score of 1-0. We'll step aside for a quick timeout when we come back. Second quarter action here from Stark County. You're listening to Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
Back here on the campus of Canton Central Catholic High School, in Stark County, where the Bulldogs trail the Crusaders by a score of 1-0. The only score coming at 4:52 of that first frame, where the Bulldogs had trouble stopping that one. Shot going right over, from a close distance, right over the head of Ralph Mold. And we will switch ends of the field now. Ross going to our left, Mold to our right. Of course, you hear me saying Mold a lot, so we have Ralph Mold in net, Connor Mold on attack. And they are brothers. So I'm sure Mom is here as well. So Malis come out and take the face-off against McCoolus. Fresh 12 minutes up on the clock, and we are underway here as Malis will win this one. Ball still loose, though, and Craven now stepping in here. He'll get bumped off the ball, and it'll be Central Catholic with the ball now, bringing it down the near sideline. Trying to work to the inside, but Craven going to knock this ball away. Or at least he'll force the player out. Ball still loose there, and it'll be trying to be picked up by Stolnecker to the far side. Stolnecker with Craven in front of him, send it back out to McCoolus. McCoolus working his way to the inside, going to take a shot, and it's going to bounce over the cage and out of bounds. Ball loose in the slot now. Is Poland going to battle for it? It's going to be picked up by Canton Central Catholic. That'll be a good game. He'll send it back out to the top. He'll send out to Stolnecker. Stolnecker trying to work down in the slot. Too much pressure. Ball loose. And it'll be picked up by Good Game. Good Game from the near sideline. He'll send this one down low. Get it out to Noggle. Noggle back to the slot. And he'll try to get the McCoolus to take a shot. McCoolus couldn't handle the pass. And Craven will come up to put some pressure on, but McCoolus will recover the ball. And Canton Central Catholic will work from the perimeter on this one. Craven now stepping back in with an opportunity at the ball. Going to bat this one forward. Craven now going to be able to pick it up, bringing it downfield. Has a slot. Try to get it over to Ike. But it's going to be picked off by Isaac Ray. Ball still loose. And McCoolus will pick this one up. McCoolus going to be slowed down by Jacob Zura. And he'll get it out to Kutcher. Kutcher down the near sideline and over the head of Ricky Salvino and out of bounds. And it'll be Poland ball. 10-17 left here in this second quarter. Ralph Mold now out of the cage to the near sideline. He'll get this one out to Rothenbuehler. Rothenbuehler working towards the pole and sideline. Ball's going to come loose. Nobody in the area except for Rothenbuehler. And he'll just flip this one backwards. Ball still loose. No possession yet. And finally, it will be picked up by a Bulldog, but it's going to be thrown out of bounds.
Central Catholic possession.
Beato tried to get it over to Rothenbuehler, but couldn't connect on the pass. Salvino now bringing it in from the near sideline. Trying to work to the inside, but he'll send it back out high. He'll get it out to Kutcher. Kutcher going to take the shot. Stopped by Ralph Mold. Mold now going to bring it upfield. Got a little bit of room to run. Looking for an option to the far side. And he's going to fight through three Crusaders. Ball still loose. And he's going to get knocked down. Ball loose. Jason Ike now sending it over. Tried to get it over to Connor Mold. Flag going to come out on that hit. As Ralph Mold took a shot there. He was on the other side of the field, outside of the cage, but flags now flying. 9:19 here of the second quarter. Poland going to go to the man advantage. As Malis, Eaton, and Cook will make their way to the field for the Bulldogs. I believe they're going to call that an illegal check. Actually, I don't see anybody in the box here. Oh, okay, so they're going to kneel. Usually, yeah, they're green colors, so yeah, now they're camouflage. That's all right. 9:19 left here, second quarter. Poland trailing by a score of 1-0. Now on the man advantage. 30-second penalty coming up for Canton Central Catholic. Ball going to head out of bounds, and it's going to be Crusader ball. Poland looking to convert on the man advantage. Won't be able to do it right just yet. Ball now working its way out to midfield. Ball loose now. Cole Eaton and Connor Mold, the closest ones to it. Mold will bring it in from the far sideline for the Bulldogs. 9:10 left here, second quarter. Bulldogs trying to tie this one up as Malis and Casey will make their way to the field. Shot on goal by Connor Mold, and it's going to go wide of the cage again. Mold taking several shots, can't get one to go. Poland now from the X position, it'll be Ike. Ike sending it out to Zura. Zura trying to work around the defense of the Crusaders. Send it back out to Cole Eaton. Eaton over to Connor Mold, but it's going to be knocked away by John White. White going to end up with the turnover. And Mold going to chase him down around the net occupied by Ross. They'll bring it forward. Ball now across midfield. It'll be McCoolus picking it up. Oh, excuse me, that'll be Held picking up down the far sideline. And into the attack zone for the Crusaders. As Bryce Stallnecker will slow down. Try to find a slot, a little bit of room to work. He'll take a shot. Ball's going to go off of the stick of a Bulldog. It'll be loose, picked up by the X for the Crusaders. Salvino now working from behind. He'll send this one over to Noggle. Oh, excuse me, Salvino still with the ball. Trying to look for the wraparound, but too much pressure. Craven stepping up in the slot, trying to stop him. Shot on goal. It's going to be stopped again by Ralph Mold. But the Crusaders will pick the ball back up again. That'll be Bogdan. Bogdan sending it to the X. Occupied by Stallnecker. Stallnecker trying to work around Beato. Ball will land over on the far sideline. It'll be Poland picking this one up. Turnover for the Crusaders. 7:32 left here, second quarter. And I believe that'll be Craven bringing it in from the sideline as soon as the official goes and retrieves the ball. Sun going down here. We're on the shady side here, so some of the players starting to move around a little bit, trying to stay warm. As Craven, the long stick defensive midi, will bring this one in. He'll move laterally, trying to look for an option. He's going to have Rothenbuehler to his left, and he's going to get knocked around. Ball's loose, and a turnover by the Crusaders, picked up by Salvino. Salvino working down the slot, and he's going to take the shot. Canton's going to score on that one. It'll be Salvino putting the Crusaders up by a score of 2-0. 7:17 left here in this second quarter. And Canton takes a 2-0 lead here in the second quarter. Slow start for Poland, both on Tuesday and today. Seems like the same pattern. So if it all holds true, should be an exciting third and fourth quarter. So Malis with the win on the face-off, trying to work his way down the slot. He'll have three white jerseys around him. Malis all the way through there, got a flag coming up, trying to take a shot. Ball's going to come out of the back of his net. And loose as the flags fly. And it's going to penalty coming up against Canton Central Catholic. Believe it's going to be a slashing. We'll see who they're going to call this one on. There was a scrum, so we'll see if they give us a number. I believe that's going to be Max Held for Canton Central Catholic that will serve the penalty. 30-second technical. 7:03 left here in this second quarter. Connor Mold now bringing it from the far side. Mold trying to work around the perimeter, get in the slot, gets it to Zurich, he's going to take the shot. Scored. Poland gets on the board. 7:02 of the second quarter. They cut the Crusader lead down to 1. It's 2-1 now. Poland finally finding some offense. Jacob Zura finding the back of the net for the Bulldogs. 2-1 is the score. Bulldogs trailing by 1. So Malis and McCoulis for the face-off. Stalemate there's McCoulis is going to win this one. He'll bring it down the far sideline. McCoulis holding up there. Craven in front of him. He'll get this one out up high. As they work around the perimeter. Ball back to the X. That'll be good game. Good game. Sending it back out to McCoulis. McCoulis sending it out to Salvino. Salvino trying to work down into the slot, but he'll send this one over. Shot on goal. Stallnecker takes the shot, but didn't quite come out of his net the way he wanted to. Took a little bit of a bounce and out of bounds. As Crusaders now will maintain possession. It'll be Noggle. Noggle working to the near side. You know, if Salvino, he and Salvino will switch positions. Salvino now at the X with the ball. He'll get some pressure from Beato. And they're going to work to the inside. Salvino with the shot. He gets the goal. 6:13 of the second quarter. Canton Central Catholic regains their 2-goal lead. It's 3-1 in favor of Canton Central Catholic. McCoulis and Malis for the draw. McCoulis will win this one as well, but it's going to be knocked away by the Bulldogs. Ball still loose on the ground. Craven reaching in with the long stick. He'll pick this one and try to bring it up the near sideline, and he'll be pressured to the sideline, and Poland's going to take a timeout with 5:59 left here in the second quarter, so we'll step aside for a break. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football.
5:59 left here in the second quarter. Crusaders with a 3-1 lead over the Poland Bulldogs. Scoring one like this, it'd be 4:52 of the first quarter when Canton Central Catholic would get on the board. Did take a 1-0 lead. And at 7:17 of the second quarter, it would be Salvino finding the back of the net again for the Crusaders. They would take a 2-0 lead. And just about 15 seconds later, it would be Jacob Zura getting Poland on the board to cut the lead, the Canton Central Catholic lead to 2-1. And just about a minute later, Salvino would find the back of the net again as
Bulldog possession.
Crusaders would regain their 2-goal lead. Ball now being brought out by Cole Eaton from the Poland sideline. Again, 5:59 left here, second quarter. Eaton now downfield, try to get it to Connor Mold. Ball going to come loose. And it's going to be Stallnecker with the ball trying to bring it downfield on the rush. Cole Eaton will step in the way. They'll slow it down. It'll be Noggle now with the ball trying to get it down near the slot. Ball loose now in the crease. As Mold now waiting for the ball to come in here. It's going to be a scramble. Ball's going to come loose and head back out up high. Picked up by Grady Noggle. Ball now shot on goal for Central Catholic. That'll go wide of the cage. And Crusaders will maintain possession. They'll bring this one to the right of Ralph Mold. Trying to work it up high. He'll get it out to Kutcher. Kutcher trying to work around Kakot. Ball loose again. And it's going to be kicked around by Poland. Finally picked up. No, thought it was going to be picked up by Bulldog. Indeed, it will be. And that'll be Caden Cadcott. Trying to work his way through traffic. He'll work towards the Poland sideline. Under pressure from Noggle. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds. And Canton Central Catholic will take possession of the ball on the force out. Noggle will bring it in for Central Catholic. Nick Blanche making his way to the field. Ball now back to the X. As Beato will provide the defense from behind the net. Ralph Mold hugging the post, going to step out into the slot, open cage, and an opportunity for Canton Central Catholic, but they won't be able to get it to go. And Stallnecker now from the near sideline to the left of Mold, working his way around the X. Beato now providing defense as well as Josh Maseko. Ball now up high again, looking to take the shot, but going to send this one out to Kutcher. Kutcher trying to work it down to Noggle. Noggle back to the X. That'll be McCoulis. McCoulis trying to look for the wraparound here, trying to work into the crease, takes a shot, and it's going to find the back of the net. And McCoulis gives the Crusaders a 4-1 lead with 4:07 left here in the second quarter. McCoulis with his first goal of the day. Salvino, 2 goals already for Canton Central Catholic. It'll be Ike taking the face-off this time for Poland. 4:07 left here, second quarter. Canton with a 4-1 lead. As McCoulis will take this face-off against Cole Eaton, picked up by Poland. Ball loose and going to be knocked away.
Picked up by John Chu.
And sent down low. Salvino with the ball from the near side. He'll send it back out up top. Trying to work to the inside on some pressure. Josh Maseko trying to knock the ball away. Was trying to get it away from Chase Kutcher. Ball still loose as there's a scramble, and it's no possession as yet. Ball still loose now as Josh Maseko was going to step in there, but again, just bouncing around finally. It's going to be picked up by Good Game. And we're going to have another timeout here with 3:20 left here in the second quarter, so we'll step aside for a quick break as well. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
3:20 left here in the second quarter. Poland trailing by a score of 4-1. Poland again with a slow start, much like Tuesday. They were down 1-0 after the first quarter, and that's when Canfield went on a shooting spree. Poland picking it up in the third quarter, and head coach Kincaid Marakovich, I'm sure, looking for the same thing, as well as assistant coach Matt Harrell. Coach Harrell, always the animated one. So both teams making their way back to the field. Again, 3:20 left here in this second frame. As it will be Crusader ball. Be brought out by Kutcher. Kutcher going to send it over to Bogdan. Bogdan working around the perimeter. Going to send it down low, back in the slot. Bogdan was going to take the shot. Couldn't get it off, but Kutcher now sending it down low and back up out top. Bogdan to Noggle. Noggle going to work it across the field. Ball loose. I don't think he saw it on the pass. Ball still loose as Rothenbuehler tried to step in there, but good game going to pick it up. And sent down low. From the top, that'll be Bogdan. That's Kutcher now with the ball working low. He'll send it back out top to Noggle. Noggle taking a shot, going to be knocked away by a Poland stick. As the ball's still loose and going to be recovered by Noggle. Poland is with some room in the leaving some room in the slot to work, and Kutcher had an opportunity for a shot, couldn't handle the pass. That'll be Nick Blanche bringing out the ball from the near sideline, bringing it out close to the Poland bench. Blanche now looking around for an option. He'll send this one back to the X. That'll be Gio Beato. And Beato couldn't handle. It's going to end up out of bounds turnover for Poland on their defensive side. Ball now looking for the wraparound. Ball loose in the slot. Another shot, and it's going to go off. I believe it's going to be a Bulldog helmet. May have gone off somebody's head there. Stallnecker now with the ball at the X, trying to work his way around. Send it back out to the perimeter. They'll send it up top to Noggle. Noggle back down to Kutcher. Kutcher continues to work it around the perimeter. He'll get it down to Stallnecker. Stallnecker taking his time. He'll have Beato in front of him. Stallnecker now trying to make a move to the outside. Gets it into the slot. Was looking for a pass. Couldn't connect on it. But it's loose, and there's a scrum for the ball. And Ralph Mold going to pick this one up. He'll get to the outside and try to bring this one up. Down midfield. Try to get to Jason Ike. Going to overshoot him. Ball loose. But Poland going to be able to pick this one up near the sideline. That's going to be Zura. Ball still loose. Going to be a push from behind. No call.
Ball picked up by John White.
And it's actually a turnover now by Jason Ike. Ike trying to get in the slot to Zura. Trying to get it to Zura. Zura couldn't get the shot, but out of bounds it's going to go. We'll see. It'll still be Poland's possession. 1:05 left here, second quarter. Ike now looking for somebody a slot, or excuse me, somebody in the slot. Easy for me to say today. As Zura will slow this one down. He'll get it back out to Cole Eaton. Eaton trying to work to the inside. He'll send it down to the X. That'll be Ike. Ike going to drop the ball, pick it back up, try to reset. Tried to drop pass it to Malus, but couldn't get it. And Ike now going to send this one out to Zura. Zura on the perimeter, sending it back up high. He'll get out to Cole Eaton. Eaton looking for Connor Mold. Mold didn't see the pass. It's going to go out of bounds. Another turnover. For Poland. Turnovers killing the Bulldogs here. They trail by a score of 4-1. 24 seconds left here in the half. Crusaders bringing this one in from the far sideline. Ball loose as Rothenbuehler going to step in this one and kick it downfield. But picked up by Canton Central Catholic. Kutcher now working his way down inside. Craven chasing him, trying to provide some defense, and Craven will get the ball loose, but no possession here as they'll scramble for it in the middle, and that'll bring us to the end of the second quarter here in Stark County, where the Bulldogs will go into the locker room trailing by a score of 4-1. Scoring went like this here, 4:52 of the first quarter. Canton Central Catholic would get the scoring going. They would take a 1-0 lead, and it would be Salvino increasing that lead to 2-0 with 7:17 left in the second quarter. 7:02, it would be Poland getting on the board as Jacob Zura would put one in, and the next two goals will belong to Canton Central Catholic at 6:13 and 4:07 of the second quarter as Salvino and McCoulis would find the back of the net. We're going to step aside for a timeout. You are listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Catch all of the spring and summer action of Cleveland Cobras minor league football on Western Reserve Radio. Follow the Cobras as they compete against teams from around the region in pursuit of a Tri-Point Football League championship. And if you're looking to continue your football career after high school, college, or even the pros, or to be part of the Cobras staff, go to Facebook at Cleveland Cobras Football, or contact owner Jesse Caldwell at 330-416-3442. Be a part of the excitement of Cleveland Cobras football. The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway Club Fitting Center, and an Odyssey Fitting Studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday 10 to 4 and Saturday 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Halftime continues here on the campus of Canton Central Catholic, home of the Crusaders. Poland trailing by a score of 4-1. Again, slow start for the Bulldogs. We'll try to pick it up here in the third quarter. I want to remind you, coming up on March 29th and March 30th, the Youngstown Phantoms will be back in town as they will host the Madison Capitals as they make that last push into the USHL playoffs. Plenty of tickets still available. Great seats. A lot going on. Give Kelsey Morton and crew a call down there at 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825. Family, affordable family fun. I always try to get that out.
And this weekend, you can go over to the Kensington Club. I believe they're having the watch parties.
Yes.
We are playing the Fargo Force, so it's a rehash of the final.
Yeah, and I think you're going to learn a lot about both of these teams coming up. The Fargo Force have been on a tear this year.
Their numbers are phenomenal. just their goal numbers alone.
Almost
are
video
astronomical.
game-like.
It is.
So.
Yeah, if you're playing on intermediate level, maybe.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a test for the Youngstown Phantoms. They're going to be out of town for a couple of weeks, not making their way back. Usually they'll travel back and forth, but being out west there.
You figure they're the farthest west they'd have to go with these two teams. So.
And indeed, if you remember back on May 19th, the Youngstown Phantoms defeated the Fargo Force by a score of 1-0 in a phenomenal game at the Cavelli Center to secure the 2022-2023 Clark Cup Championship. And a lot of those guys have gone on to do great things, including Jacob Fowler, who we see in the news regularly now with award after award and titles. And
phenomenal goalie.
And we'll see.
See how soon before we're seeing him in an NHL uniform somewhere.
You'd have to think, based on his numbers, it would be sooner than later.
Yeah, I can see him coming out real quick. And
he is going to be a steal for some NHL team. You're going to get a lot of good years out of him. He was a
love to see him either in red, white, and blue or black and gold.
Yeah, somewhere where we can actually go and see him. You know, it's that would be a lot of fun.
I'd love to go see him play at Boston College, but it's a little bit of a hike.
But I tell you, again, the NHL now, I don't want to say littered with alum from the Youngstown Phantoms as well as the USHL.
It's getting there, though.
It's the only Tier 1 league in the world, and they are certainly filling the ranks of the National Hockey League. Got to see a lot of guys here, and it's great from time to time. You just hear the name, and good, bad, or indifferent. There's a couple of guys that great skills. Other guys, great fighters. I mean, it's just what it is. They came out of Youngstown, so we are excited to see that. Also coming up Saturday morning, don't forget it'll be the Saturday morning sports page with Pat Lucia and Dave Clark out on the men this week, as he had a little bit of a procedure done. Dave's got a few bumps and bruises from his time in the NFL and the USHL.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, the the USFL. Excuse me.
There you go.
Dave Clark did not play hockey, so we hope that he is on the men and will be back soon.
Can't wait to see Dave in the broadcast booth again this fall.
Yes.
Him and Mark Means will be calling some high school football come August, September, October, hopefully November, December. So.
Well, maybe we'll hear his illustrious tones talk about smoky seafood barbecue.
Yeah, up here in Cleveland.
Barbecue
Cobra's
seafood. Seafood barbecue. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So
we still got to go there.
Savory,
sophisticated and sexy.
There you go. So we certainly look forward to it, of course.
We don't do it any justice. But
no,
Dave,
not any.
Dave's got he's just got the soul for that. He really does.
But as Dave mentioned, also the Cleveland Cobras coming back up here in May, I believe their first game, if things go right, will be May 11th in Columbus as part of a classic. It'll be 3 games, 6 teams participating down there to kick off the Tri-Point Football League season here. Just under 3 minutes here left at halftime as the Crusaders have a 4-1 lead over Poland Bulldogs with some work to do. But plenty coming up here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network. And of course, the Coach Bob guests are always excited. And I think we're going to have some Grove City baseball coming up as well with Mark Means.
Possibly. We
always like to hear the silky tones of Mark Means. Yeah. Of course, he is normally the voice of the Grove City Wolverine football team, who has, to say they have grown and become a destination point is an understatement.
It is really an understatement. I was talking to Mark this week about Grove City football, and they're going to start announcing some of their transfer players here in the next couple weeks. And from just talking to Mark, I won't let anything go, but they've got some transfers that you wouldn't think would come to a Grove City D3 school.
Well, that's what we call a destination now.
And I guess their freshman class is nothing to shake a stick at either.
Yeah, Coach DiDonato doing an absolutely phenomenal job over there.
That whole coaching staff. I mean, just the poise of the guys when we were in Susquehanna, the trip I did take with them for the first playoff game.
How did you say that?
Susquehanna.
See, I said Susquehanna.
No, it's Susquehanna.
Okay.
It's got a Q in it.
I can't.
Yeah. The Susquehanna Riverhawks.
I just can't hit the accent right.
Was a phenomenal facility. It was literally almost like a D1 facility out there. It was really a nice place.
Well, that's what you get when you make the playoffs and you get to see some other places.
Yeah, and it was a nice trip out there. Me, Mark, and Mr. Briggs.
Yes, the professor Ryan Briggs.
So
the most knowledgeable individual I've ever seen about Western Pennsylvania sports, period.
Just
not
sports, period.
Not college, not, high school. I'm talking across the board.
He is phenomenal with just about any sport there is. It doesn't even have to be football. So.
Now both teams making their way back to the field here. And you can see our officials are kind of bundled up here. Sun has gone down behind the stadium, and that sun definitely made a difference, but it's starting to cool off now.
If anybody else was wearing black, we wouldn't know who the officials actually were out there.
Yeah, they're wearing the winter caps and the black jackets, and three-man crew today for this lacrosse game.
So what do you think the keys are for the second half for Poland, Jim?
Well, certainly got to eliminate the turnovers. That has been an absolute the Achilles.
I will say one thing. They haven't been in the penalty box this entire game. Knock on wood. They have not had one penalty against them. All the penalties have come across are on Canton.
Yeah, certainly it's been a disciplined game.
Yeah. They're having the same problem they did last on Tuesday night. They need to collapse around, and the defense needs to step it up a little bit and just get control of that ball instead of keep pushing it along.
Well, certainly we'll see if the pattern follows, as Poland, again, had a great third and fourth quarter on Tuesday. As we get set for the third quarter face-off here. I want to thank you for joining us here on Western Reserve Radio, whether you're listening on the Live 365 app, or the TuneIn app, or if you're watching on Facebook or on X or Twitter. I keep wanting to call it Twitter, but
it's X. Yeah.
WR_radio. So Malis and McCoolus to face off here. It'll be Mold in the cage to our left, Ross in the net to our right. And we are underway again as Malis knocked this one back into the zone, but it's going to be picked up by Canton Central Catholic. Some contact there as Connor Mold came up and delivered a shot on Max Held. Ball low now for the Crusaders of Salvino. Looking to take a shot, try to get something under. He's going to get one. It's going to go. Salvino with his third goal of the game. Gives the Crusaders a 5-1 lead with 11:40 left here in the third quarter. Salvino with the hat trick for Canton Central Catholic. Going to have to start to take away that slot there, protect the house for Poland. 11:40 left here, third quarter. Ball loose at midfield. Craven trying to step in and knock him down. Craven may have taken the worst of that against McCoolus. Ball still loose as they're going to scramble for it. And picked up by the Crusaders. Craven now working down the sideline against Gaver. And he'll send this one down to Salvino. Salvino sending it to McCoolus. Craven stepping in, trying to get the shot, but
Shot and score, Marty McCoolus.
McCoolus will get his second goal of the day, 11-17 of the third quarter. I'll say hi to McCoolis' grandma, Sue. Looks like we always go somewhere and know somebody. 6-1 is the score. Poland trailing by 5. Bayless and McCoolis to face off for the draw. Stalemate here. His ball now will come loose. Craven trying to step in to pick it up. Trying to get past McCoolis. Ball still loose as Malis now will try to work it down into the attack zone. Going to take a hit from behind. Flag coming up. Shot on goal by Connor Mold. It's going to be stopped by Ross. But the penalty coming up against Canton Central Catholic will give Poland the man advantage. I believe they want to call that tripping. I'm not sure. I believe that was the initial signal. Tripping will be the call. 1 minute. And McCoolis will head to the box for the Crusaders as Connor Mold kindly picks up the flag, returns it to the official. Never know when you're going to need that little bit extra help. Be nice to the official. So officials now trying to get this one started. They'll give the signal, get the clock started. Mold now from the near sideline up high. About 20 yards out, and he'll send this one over to Cook. Cook sending it out to Cole Eaton. Eaton from the far side, trying to send it down to Zura, but it'll be recovered by Ike. Ike looking to take a shot. He'll step back and send this one back out. Eichner with a shot this time, and it's going to be stopped by Ross. And I stand correct. It's now Cooper Dean in net, the freshman for Canton Central Catholic. I apologize. They'll send this one down midfield, trying to be picked up by Zura, but Zura couldn't reach high enough for it. Ball now in the box for Canton. Noggle now looking for a shot, and it's going to be stopped.
Noggle with the shot attempt.
By Mold. Mold going to send this one downfield, but it's going to be knocked away. Didn't see a Crusader coming up from behind. That was McCoulis. Or not, excuse me, that can't be McCoulis. McCoulis is in the box. But ball going to head to the sideline nonetheless. And it should be Bulldog ball coming up. 9:56 left here, third quarter. Jacob Ruba to bring this one in for the Bulldogs. He'll bring it in from the Crusader sideline. Send it one out to midfield. And he was looking for Catcott, but going to overshoot him. Ball loose. Picked up by Ike. Jason Ike going to slow this one down, look for an option, send it to the far side. Cole Eaton now taking a step back on the perimeter. Have Cook to his right. Connor Mold laterally across the field. Eaton working to the inside. Nowhere to go. Ball loose. And it'll be picked up by Cook. And it'll be Eaton. It'll take the ball now. Again, trying to work around the defense of the Crusaders. Having a problem there. And another turnover as Isaac Ray will bring this one down the sideline. Some pressure from Cole Eaton, but Ray will work his way down the field, try to get past Nick Blanche. Blanche going to knock this ball away. And Rothenbuehler had a shot at a ball high, and there's going to head towards the back here, and it looks like we're going to have a push. It's going to be a turnover. Poland will pick up the ball. And it'll be Obruba bringing this one in. Ralph Mold coming out of the crease now. He'll send it down midfield. Try to hit Craven on the run, but he's going to overshoot him. Picked up by Stallnecker. Stallnecker now working back to midfield. Stallnecker now to the far side. Blue jersey in front of him. They'll send this one back across. It'll be Kutcher. Kutcher from high, going to send it back to the far side to Stallnecker. From around the post, pass coming through the slot. And another goal. We got a flag coming in. Goal is good. We'll see what the flag is, and it's going to be Salvino again. With 8:07. And Poland looks like they're going to get their first penalty of the day. Almost on cue there, Dave, as you mentioned. No penalties, but they'll go to the box for the first time today. That'll be Jacob Ruba, the sophomore. As McCoulis and Malis come out for the draw. So
Marty McCoulis on the face-off.
Central Catholic will go to the man advantage. 8:07 left here, third quarter. 7-1 is the Canton Central Catholic lead. As Rothenbuehler, he'll make his way back to the defensive side. Ball loose now, picked up by the Crusaders. Craven now trying to take away the lane. No work to the inside. Craven on the angle. Going to be able to push him all the way outside. Try to set a pick there, but he'll send it back to the X. X send it into the slot. It's going to be McCoulis with the shot again. Stopped by Mold. Mold looking for an option. Try to get it downfield. Nobody sees the ball. It's loose, headed to out of bounds. And picked up by Ralph Mold. He'll get some pressure there. It came out of the back of his net and nobody saw it. He'll take a second shot there. Ball loose. And I believe they're going to call that a failure to advance. It'll be a turnover. Canton Central Catholic will get the ball. 7:17 left here, third quarter. Salvino now sending this one out to the slot. Going to take a shot. It's going to go wide of the cage. Kutcher on the shot. Work back to the slot. And it's going to be Salvino trying to take a shot over the head of Mold. Won't be able to get it to go, and it'll be Canton Central Catholic regaining possession. Kutcher now sending out to McCoolus. McCoolus going to take a shot, but it's going to go over the cage and out of bounds. Stallnecker with the ball. He'll send it out to the X into the slot. Working his way in. Took a shot, but it's going to go over the cage. Kutcher had an opportunity, but I'm not sure if it was contact from Mold or if it just came out of his net. Kind of odd, but they'll work back into the slot. Ball loose. Stallnecker now was going to take a shot, but it's going to be knocked away by Josh Maseko. Maseko trying to battle for it. Ball still loose, picked up by Craven. He'll look for an option, see who's out there. He'll have to take a step back, send it up the sideline. He'll get it to Maseko. Maseko to the far side, and it'll go out of bounds. Another turnover for Poland, 6:15 left here, third quarter. As McCoolus working one-on-one against Maseko, he'll send it back out to Stallnecker. Craven stepping in on the defense. Noggle sending it to the near side. That'll be Kutcher. Kutcher sending it out to the right and back out. Kutcher getting it to Noggle. Noggle to McCoolus. McCoolus going to take a a long shot, but he'll head out of bounds. Salvino to bring this one in for the Crusaders. Salvino trying to work around Rothenbuehler. Takes a shot. Going to go off the stick of Mold and head out of bounds. And it will remain Crusader ball here. 5:41 left here, third quarter. They'll bring it in from the far side. Blanche on the defense. High pass. Going to go past midfield and in onto the Poland side of the field. We'll get a whistle. Maybe they'll call that offside. Should be Poland ball, I would assume. 5:28 left here in this third quarter. And indeed, it will be Cole Eaton going to bring this one in from midfield. Eaton trying to work his way down the hash marks. Tried to get a spin move, but couldn't get anything done. Eaton now working to the center. Had Malus open. Tried to get it to Malus. Miscommunication there. George couldn't get to it. Ball still loose. Going to head towards the boundary on the near side. Ball still loose. Malus going to block it out. Try to give his partners an opportunity there. It's going to go out of bounds. And another turnover for Poland. 5 minutes left here, third quarter. As White will bring this one in for Canton Central Catholic. Shot on net by the Crusaders. Bogdan took the shot there. It's going to go out of bounds. Still should be Crusader ball now. Noggle will work against Obruba. He'll send it up back high. Trying to work to the inside, work through the defense of Catcott. Rothenbuehler trying to keep the ball on the perimeter. Sent back out to Noggle for the Crusaders. Ball loose. And he'll send it out to Bogdan. Bogdan and will send it back out high. Stallnecker with another shot.
Benjamin with the score.
I believe that was going to be, I thought that was Dominic Bogdan that shot that, but I heard the PA announcer say another name. So nonetheless, we'll give that. Well, I'm actually going to give that one to Bogdan because that's what we got on our roster. So 8-1 is the lead for Canton Central Catholic. Colas and Malus again for the draw. Colas will win this one. He'll try to work around the defensive Craven. Craven now coming down the slot there, trying to take away any kind of lanes. And McCoolus will step back, send it back out to Stallnecker. Stallnecker to McCoolus. McCoolus trying to work to the inside. Going to take a shot again. It's going to go. And McCoolus again with 3:58 of the third in the third quarter. I believe that's going to be a hat trick for him today as well. So 9-1 is the score. Poland trailing by 8. Bayless going to win this one. Try to bring it right down Broadway. Going to lose the ball, though. Be bumped off of it. Crusaders now sending this one out to the perimeter. That's going to be Davis with the ball. Craven trying to knock him off. The ball going to come loose. And Cole Eaton now trying to find an option. He's trying to send it out to Connor Mold. Mold going to take a shot from behind. No call. Ball's loose. And now we will get a whistle. It is going to be a push against Central Catholic.
Bulldog possession.
Connor Mold now from the near side. Looking back there. Poland going to be a man short, though. Send out Max O'Brien. Mold from the hash mark trying to work to the inside. Trying to work around the defense. Going to take the golf shot again. Going to go wide of the cage. 3:16 left here in the third quarter. It's been some time since Poland had their last shot on net. Zura now sending this one out to Cole Eaton. Eaton on the perimeter, trying to work around the defense. Sending it back to the X. And that'll be Ike. Ike under pressure, trying to find some room to work. He'll get some defense by Isaac Ray. Ike trying to work his way into the inside. And are they going to give it to him? There's some hesitation there. And Jason Ike does get the goal. 2:52 of the third quarter. Jason Ike puts up the second goal of the day for Poland. 9-2 is the score, with Central Catholic having the lead here. Poland making just about the hour drive here from the corner of Dobbins and 170. Face-off is McCullough's going to win this one. Try to work through three blue jerseys. He's got an opportunity to head right downfield, but he's going to head to the outside on the perimeter. And Catcott going to cut him off. He'll send this out to Stallnecker. Stallnecker trying to work around the perimeter. Craven trying to make his way down on the defense. Shot on goal by Noggle. Couldn't get it the first time. Noggle picked it up, and he'll get it the second time. Grady Noggle gets Canton Central Catholic into the double digits. And we're going to have a timeout here with 2:30 left here in the third quarter. We're Poland trails Canton Central Catholic by a score of 10-2. We'll step aside for a quick break. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One network.
During the fall and winter, grilling season never ends, and Gessler Propane is your local supplier that makes sure you get your hard-earned money's worth. Why go to gas exchanges to pay higher prices for tanks not filled to capacity? Gessler Propane makes sure you're prepared for year-round grilling with 100% filled tanks at a reasonable cost. See Bob Monday through Friday, 10 to 4, and Saturday, 9 to 3 at Gessler Propane, 702 Youngstown Poland Road, Struthers, or call 330-755-9119. Gessler Propane. They got gas.
.230 left here, third quarter. Over here in Stark County, Canton Central Catholic High School. Everybody bundled up here in the stands, just about 35 degrees right now. Not a cloud in the sky. They've pulled the blanket off. The heat is escaping. It is cold. Now, if you look outside, it looks like a great evening out. But I don't know if I would consider this lacrosse weather. Although we did see some Ohio State games. They are playing in Columbus. So, yeah, there is some cold weather. But this is a much better game when it's warm. So, draw coming up. As Rowan Benjamin will take the face-off for Canton Central Catholic. Benjamin, a freshman for the Crusaders. Malis now with the win on this one. He'll knock this one back. It'll be picked up by Poland. Poland going to advance this one. And Cole Eaton from the near side now. He'll have Connor Mold and Cook out with him as well. Eaton now trying to work to the inside. Too many white jerseys. He'll get out the Mold. Mold going to take the shot. And it's going to be stopped
Shot broken up.
and sent downfield as Cooper Dean gets the save. Cole Eaton now trying to knock Kutcher off the ball. Kutcher will step back, and he'll get it out to Fayback. Ball sent downfield as Craven tries to catch up defensively. Some mishandled balls, and it'll slow down Canton Central Catholic a little bit. There's Kutcher trying to find an option. He'll send it to the outside. He'll try to work it to into the slot, but he'll find Noggle. Noggle scoring just moments ago, working it back past the X. That'll be a Brew, but he's trying to work around. Stallnecker now to the outside. Get this one out to Bogdan. Bogdan sending it laterally over to Kutcher. Nick Blanche trying to reach up, almost had the turnover. He'll send it down to Bogdan. And they'll just work around the perimeter now as Poland's defense trying to find a rhythm here, down 10-2. Beato on defense now, one-on-one with Good Game. Trying to send this up high, but Mold now pull this one out of the crease, try to find somebody downfield. And it's going to be picked up by Salvino. Going to take the shot, stopped by Mold. Salvino with the turnover. Poland again being plagued by turnovers. Shot on net by Stolnecker, knocked away again by Mold. Salvino now from the X. Trying to work around the post, trying to get the wraparound. Couldn't get it. Sent it downfield. Errant pass now as it'll be picked up by Connor Mold on the attack. Trying to work his way around. Craven trying to set the pick so Mold could get some room to work, and he'll get it. He'll be on the rush. He'll take the shot, and it's going to be knocked away by Dean.
Shot attempt.
And that'll bring us to the end of the third quarter,
That's the end of the third
where the Poland Bulldogs, they trail Canton Central Catholic by a score of 10-2. We'll step aside for a quick time when we come back. Fourth quarter action here from Stark County. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
Professional, fast, highly knowledgeable, easy to work with. These are real reviews by customers of Sandrock Concrete. For all your concrete block, brick, stone, stonework, and excavating needs, call Jerry Sandrock. For your free estimate at 330-506-0013. Sandrock Concrete is fully insured and ready to make your ideas a reality. Sandrock Concrete is a proud supporter and sponsor of Mahoning Valley High School football on Western Reserve Radio.
Western Reserve Radio is the Valley's online source for sports talk and local live events. Tune in and be a part of their live weekly shows, as well as all of the hard-hitting action of Youngstown Phantoms hockey, high school football, and the GDFL. Find them at westernreserveradio.com. Tune in and the Live 365 app to be a part of the area's sports conversation. Be sure to visit them on Facebook at Western Reserve Radio and on Twitter at WR_radio.
Fourth quarter coming up here. McCoolus and Malus for the draw. As Poland trails Central Catholic by a score of 10-2. Both teams looking for their first win of the season. As Rothenbuehler make his way to the field. Ladies, McCoolus will win this one. Craven trying to come in to take the seam away from him. McCoolus on the run, though. And he's going to take a shot, going to go over the cage.
Attempt by Marty McCoolus.
Out of bounds, but it'll still be Canton Central Catholic ball. Salvino into the slot. Trying to find somebody. Nobody there. It'll be Kutcher. With the ball, they'll send this one back. Out of bounds. 11:38 left here in this game. Send this one back out to the perimeter. Kate Taylor now on the field for Canton Central Catholic. Craven now on defense. Trying to avoid the shot. But it's going to be McCoolus again with another goal. That'll be McCoulis' fourth goal of the day for Canton Central Catholic. They take an 11-2 lead here over Poland. Malis and McCoulis to take the face off. Ball still loose at midfield. Here's McCoulis will win this one. Excuse me. Malis will win this one. Try to control the ball. Ball loose now, high in the air. Still loose on the turf. Craven trying to step in with the long stick to pick it up, but it'll still be loose. And nobody wants it. Craven says, well, I'll take it. Maybe, as he tries to work around Salvino. Craven now taking a whack there as he'll send this one over to Malis. Malis going to take the shot, and it's going to go wide of the cage. Best look that Poland's had in some times. Craven to Malis, but can't find the back of the net. 10:51 left here, fourth quarter. Ball loose now out to Isaac Ray. Ray to the near sideline. He'll send his way downfield. And he was looking for Ricky Salvino, but it's going to go out of bounds. A little bit too much on that pass. Rothenbuehler will bring this in the sideline. Poland ball. 10:33 left in the game. Bulldogs trail by a score of 11-2. As Blanche now trying to send this one over to Craven. Send it into the turf. Craven couldn't pick it up on the bounce. And out of bounds, the ball will go another turnover for Poland. Again, turnovers have been the Achilles heel of the Bulldogs all game long. Salvino now with the ball into the slot. Feeds it over. Tried to get it to Kate Taylor. Taylor couldn't handle it. She's going to take a shot from Rothenbuehler. I think Rothenbuehler was just standing there, and there's a distinct size difference between Jake Rothenbuehler, the senior, and Kate Taylor, the sophomore. She took a shot, but she's going to get up and shake the cobwebs off when she says, yep, I'm okay. Flags on the play, though. So Rothenbuehler will head to the box. We'll see what they're actually going to call on this one. And they're going to call that checking, and that's going to be an unreleasable penalty. So Jake Rothenbuehler will sit. I believe they said it's going to be a 2-minute penalty. 10-12 left here, fourth quarter. So only the second penalty of the day for the Poland Bulldogs, but it's been a struggle defensively. 10-12 left here, fourth quarter. Crusaders 11, Poland Bulldogs 2. Poland schedule coming up on March 26th. They will take on Southeast. And then on that Thursday, they'll take on Boardman. So 2 games next week for the Bulldogs. A lot of work to do here, obviously, for this program. Salvino now sending this out high. Out to Noggle. Noggle sending it to the far side. Noggle again with the ball. Josh Maseko on defense. Noggle now sending it over to Salvino. Salvino trying to set up a shot from the top there, but it's going to come loose. Craven and Salvino going to run for it, but Salvino will get to it first. Salvino now from the near side. Ball loose. Craven stepping in there. Going to move laterally with him. Trying to get in the slot, but it's going to be a turnover. Actually going to be recovered by Canton Central Catholic. Rowan Benjamin going to step in for the ball. Kutcher now sending up top as Josh Maseko tried to step in. And he'll send it over to Salvino. Salvino trying to work around Craven. Takes a shot on net. Stopped by Mold. Ball still loose. And it's going to go behind the cage. Nobody sees it, actually. And we're going to get a whistle. Not sure what that sequence was all about. Rothenbuehler still serving the penalty for Poland. 9:13 left here. Fourth quarter. So 1 minute of the man advantage up for Canton Central Catholic. 1 minute to go. Zeke Kuntz, the freshman, checking in for Canton Central Catholic. So Ralph Mold looking to send this one downfield. Going to come out getting awkwardly out of his net and picked up by Blanche. Blanche from the near sideline trying to find someone to send it down to. He'll bring it down the near sideline. Flags coming up. It's going to be a slashing call coming up against Canton Central Catholic. Blanche trying to find an option there. Nobody here. Finally, he'll be able to send this one over to Sabrian. Sabrian going to send this one down low behind the net to the X. That'll be Ike. Ike trying to find a way to go. As he'll be under pressure from Isaac Ray. Ike now trying to work into the slot. He'll be pushed down. Ball comes loose. Flag on the play.
John White on the defense.
And I believe they're going to have John White. I
Possession.
believe there's going to be a checking call coming up against Canton Central Catholic. As the officials are going to huddle up right around the 35-yard line. They'll talk it over. Jason Ike says thank you. Here's your flag, Mr. Official. 8:25 left here in this fourth quarter. And it looks like they're going to waive that penalty off. So nope, didn't mean to throw that flag.
Which is kind of odd because there was 2 flags thrown at 2 separate times, and now there's no flag.
Yeah, it seemed like there was some agreement on that infraction, but then okay, now we are going to have a penalty coming up. I apologize. So they waived one off, and they're going to enforce one. So it's going to be Zeke Kuntz, freshman, going to the box. Didn't catch what the call was, but I believe that was going to be the initial slashing call. Poland trailing by a score of 11-2. 8:25 left here, fourth quarter.
7 seconds left on the Poland penalty.
So Rothenbuehler taking the 2-minute hit, and he'll be free momentarily here. So Ike now up high. He'll send this one laterally. He'll send this one over to Connor Mold. Mold going to step back, looking for some room to run. Clock continues to run here. As Connor Casey going to make his way to the field. Rothenbuehler will head to the sideline. They'll clear the penalty. Mold looking for something here. He's got Cook. Cook now over to Casey. Casey trying to send this one down low to Ike. Ike's going to be able to recover it. Couldn't handle the initial pass, but Cook now setting out the Mold. Mold trying to work to the inside. Takes a shot. And Connor Mold with his second goal of the day. 7:40 of the fourth quarter. So 11-3 is the score. Poland trails by 8, if my math serves me correctly. 11 minus 3 is 8. Thank you. Thank you for confirming.
I don't know what it is you play-by-play guys just can't do math in your head.
I believe that's something
You,
we could
Mr.
from Lipsack.
Mr. Means, all 3. Yeah, I mean, come on.
Never told us there was going to be math on this. So McCollus and Malis for the face-off. 7:40 left in the game. Ball's going to be picked up by Gaver. And it's going to be loose on the turf. Malis trying to work his way in there. Craven going to be the nearest one to it. And finally going to pick it up. And he's going to find man over the middle. Try to get the pass off. And I believe he was trying to hit Caden Catcott. Ball's still going to be loose as they're going to battle. And it's going to be Salvino with the ball now as Cole Eaton tries to provide some defense. Salvino trying to send it over to Rondua. Try to set him up for a shot. Couldn't get it to him, but they'll send it laterally behind the net. And it'll be Kuntz working his way around. Kuntz serving the penalty earlier. Send it back out up top. That'll be Shu this time. Shu working around the perimeter. And he'll send that all the way down to Stallnecker. Stallnecker working at the X, trying to work around there, but try to send it out to Kuntz to set him up for a shot, but it'll head out of bounds. I believe that should be Poland ball, and okay. Thought the Crusaders were going to bring that up, but Craven will bring it out from the far sideline. Clock will start. They'll get it out to Connor Mold. Mold trying to work his way around, take a head shot, but he'll drop the ball, pick it back up, and head right down the slot. And he's going to try to spin around, but it's going to lose the ball. And that's going to be Isaac Ray on the rush now. They'll send it out to the far side. Golf shot, going to go past the cage.
Shot attempt by Salvino.
And it'll go out of bounds with 6:17 left here, fourth quarter. Poland trailing by a score of 11-3. Be longing for the warmer days here coming up as Nick Blanche will try to send it down. Salvino going to knock this one away. And it'll be picked up by Randall. Randall now will also lose it. Ball on the ground. They're going to scramble for it. Randall with the best shot at it, but it's going to be picked up. I believe that's going to be Craven on it. He's going to be knocked back. Ball's kind of loose, but he had an opportunity. He's going to take a shot to the chest. Ball's loose, and they're going to have a second shot flag coming on this one. And getting a little physical down there now with 5:39 left here, fourth quarter. As Ike on the delayed penalty, trying to work his way around, going to lose the ball, kick it forward, pick it up himself again. Isaac Ray on the defense as Ike tries to work his way to the inside, has an opportunity, but he'll lose the ball, and that should bring the game to a halt now as the penalty be enforced. Adam McCoulis that will go to the box.
Bulldog possession.
So 1 minute penalty coming up on Canton Central Catholic. 5:19 left here in the game. Poland will go to the man advantage. They trail by a score of 11-3. Might get out of here before the lights have to come on. Not sure. Casey. Send this one over to Cook. Cook sending it over to Connor Mold. Mold having a problem controlling and getting some pressure from John White. Mold now inside the box. He'll send it to the outside. Lisa Bryan with the ball. He'll send it back to Connor Mold. Mold with Casey laterally across from him. Mold going to step in, take a golf shot, and again it's going to go wide. Got the velocity, has the opportunity, but accuracy a little bit off. As Ike now will bring this from the X, looking for somebody in the slot, nobody there, trying to get around the perimeter. Jason Ike himself trying to work his way around there, couldn't get anything off, send it back out. Believe that's going to be Cook with the ball now. Give it to Mold. Mold setting it back down low. Out to Sabrian as a jet comes flying over the stadium. Right out of the Canton-Akron Airport. Mold from the top, looking around, trying to find Cook. Cook takes a shot, and it's going to be stopped. Cooper Dean on the save. Salvino now will send this one down to McCoulis. McCoulis with a free shot, and it's going to be knocked away by Ralph Mold. Mold with the save, one-on-one, 3:54 on a running clock here. Ball now going to sail downfield, trying to get it out to Craven or Connor Mold. Not sure which one it was, but either way, it's going to be a turnover. As Canton Central Catholic, that Connor did pick that up, so Mold will have it. Shot on goal by Ike. And Poland scores with 3:32.
Shot and score by Poland Seminary.
Jason Ike gets the fourth goal of the game for Poland. Poland trails by 7 now. Just 3:32 left here. And Poland will be back in action next week as they'll take on Southeast as well as Boardman.
Chase Kutcher at the face-off.
Kutcher and Malis to take the draw for these final 3.5 minutes. Melo's going to win this one. Yeah, but he's going to lose the ball there, and it's going to be brought down to hash marks by Canton Central Catholic. Send it down low. Get the ball over to Salvino. Salvino trying to send it in the slot. They'll take a shot, and Mold will save this one. Connor Mold sending out to Cole Eaton. Eaton. And we're going to have a whistle. We got a player down right around the 20-yard line. .306 left here in this game. Trainers will come out to check on that young man. So while they're checking on him, I guess we can go to a break here, 30-second timeout. We'll do that. You're listening to Poland Bulldogs Men's Lacrosse here on Western Reserve Radio, part of the iMedia One Network.
The Mahoning Valley's leader for golf, Milk Creek Golf Course, is now booking tee times for 2024. We offer stay and play opportunities available with 9 area hotel partners. For more information, visit our website at millcreekmetroparks.org. Also, look for new, exciting opportunities coming soon, including an indoor player development center with Trackman, an indoor Callaway club fitting center, and an Odyssey fitting studio in 2024. Follow us on Facebook at Milk Creek Golf Course or call 330-740-7112.
.306 left here, fourth quarter. Poland trails by a score of 11-4. And trying to get a number on there for you, but needing a little assistance to get off of the field. We hope that young man is okay. If the numbers are correct, that's going to be Rowan Benjamin, I believe. But we've had a few numbers that may be off on the roster. Not sure. So just about .306 left here is Poland will get the ball. Johnny Turner checking in for the Bulldogs, the freshman. Seeing some action here late in the fourth quarter. Poland now bringing it downfield. That's going to be Jacob Zura working his way down to the inside. Trying to work it, tried to get it over to Sobrian, but couldn't handle the pass. Ball loose. Be behind the net. They'll battle for it. And we picked up by Sobrian. Flag coming up. And this one's going to be against Poland. Crusaders will go to the man advantage with 2:44 left in this game. Jacob Zura going to head to the box. As Dave indicated, there's 2 flags on the play. I don't know if it's going to be the same the officials agreeing on the call or if we're going to have 2 players headed to the box.
Now, it looks like it's 2 players headed to the box. Number 31 for Canton Central Catholic and 0 for Poland.
All right, so everything breaks even here. All right, so we get the explanation here. There'll be 30 seconds for 1 minute for both. The first 30 seconds will be locked. The second 30 will be releasable. Nice sometimes that you can actually hear the officials. Sometimes we need that explanation. So serving the penalty for Canton Central Catholic will be Vinny O'Brien, the junior midi. And, of course, Jacob Zura, the senior. You can see the folks that showed up today when the sun was out looked a little bit warmer now, trying to huddle together here in the stands with just 2:44 left here in this game. Not sure what we're doing here, but a lot of delays. All right, and we are ready to go here. As ball comes loose there, Craven trying to get to it, but I believe that's going to be picked up by Caden Catcott. Ball loose again. Another turnover for Poland.
John White.
And it'll be John White with the ball on the run. Craven trying to take a swipe at him to slow him down. He'll take the shot. And it'll be a goal with 2:19 left here in the game. So the junior adds a 12th goal of the game for Canton Central Catholic. Craven now bringing it out from the near sideline, trying to work around Salvino. Craven trying to work through some traffic. Nowhere to go really for him. He'll drop the ball, pick it back up, and spin around. Trying to get some room to work here, but not getting a whole lot of help.
Hey, Jim, that was also a no goal.
Okay, they waved that off.
They waved off the goal, yeah.
Okay, interestingly enough. Not sure what that was about. Didn't catch that.
Because it looked like it was in the back of the net from what I saw.
Well, it looked like a nice play by John White, but Salvino now into the offensive zone for Canton Central Catholic. Going to take the shot. And that one will go to be Salvino. With 1:38 left.
That one will count.
Yeah, no question on that one.
Yeah, I was wondering because when you were marking that down, they brought the ball out from the back instead of centering up.
Well, that'll be Salvino's fifth goal of the day. So draw coming here with 1:38 left. On this very cool night here in Canton. Ball loose, and it'll be picked up by Connor Casey. Casey going to take a shove, but he'll fight through the defense. And a shot on goal, and it's going to be wide of the cage. It'll head out of bounds. And it should be Poland ball.
Shot by Bulldogs wide.
As we'll have some of the young guys filter in for both teams. 1:20 left here in this game. Poland trailing by a score of 12-4.
Picked up by White.
Canton Central Catholic bringing it up the sideline. That'll be John White again. He had one waved off earlier. White working through the defense of Poland. It's going to be on a shot. He'll get it this time.
Shot and score.
No question. With a minute left. So 13-4 is your score. Poland trailing. I want to remind you, coming up this week, Saturday morning, the Saturday Morning Sports page with Pat Lucia. And he'll have a special guest host with him as Dave Clark is on the mend. And then, of course, the following weekend, March 29th, March 30th, Youngstown Phantoms will be back in town as they host the Madison Capitals. Great seats still available, 330-747-PUCK, 747-7825. Get down to the Cavelli Center Friday and Saturday night for some fun.
Or head out to the Kensington Club this weekend over there in Boardman.
What an interesting game. The last game Sunday, was it 239 penalty minutes in the game? Was that,
the last home game?
Yes.
Yeah, between both teams, 239 penalty minutes.
200. Lynn Siegfried, you are amazing. That's
Yes.
all we're going to say.
Especially when the refs come out and just say if you were on the ice and you were not a goalie, you are now gone. You are going to the locker room.
Canton Central Catholic now working it downfield on the rush. Maybe Kuntz on the outside. He'll take the shot. Stopped by Ralph Mold. Ball still loose. Be to the left of Mold. Picked up by Poland. Ball still loose now as it works towards the sideline. And ball will go out of bounds with just 3 seconds left in this game. But I believe the entire second line of the Phantoms and everybody headed right there to the locker room. They just said that's it. But 239 minutes as we wind this one down here. The clock hits 0. And Canton Central Catholic will win this one by a score of 13-4. I want to thank you for joining us here on Western Reserve Radio and the iMedia One Network. And we'll be back here next week as Poland will take on Southeast as well as Boardman. Check all our social media. Be sure to go to Facebook at Western Reserve Digital Radio as well as the iMedia One Network. Go to WR_radio on your Twitter or X account as Elon Musk has now deemed it. And, of course, you can always listen in on the Live 365 app. So, for Dave Ferris, I'm Jim Craven. Thanks for joining us again. One last time here from Canton, Ohio. It is Canton Central Catholic 13, Poland 4. Have a good night, everybody.